When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see,
I'll say in reconciliation of the annoyance that I was in my last stream, I will be doing a silent stream in this game because I feel like I talked enough for 2 games last time, and I probably said some hurtful and offensive things to the community, and so I will shut up this entire game.
Just get it, bro. Just get it.
And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Unloads to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Nicholson. Just dismissing tackles. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He's going to run it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. The Mustangs in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats.
I know,
before
like
we
Patrick
move
and
on.
some people
Just
joined
about
this
ready to get
stream
things
late
started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
The bullshit I was talking the last stream, I'm going to just try to be quiet this stream.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break,
Because
and they'll
I said
start
some
with second
truly
down.
offensive things on the re-listen. I do apologize for that.
Looking to fire.
Please do not ban my account.
After him. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Handoff to the lone back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's caught. It's Burgess. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heap. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in. It's Nicholson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wants to throw on third down. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
He'll bring it out. It's McCall. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Russo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nicholson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Makes the grab. It's Baker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got the back over the middle. There he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half.
Thanks, Patrick. We're just trying to use this new playbook soberly.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Running to Green. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Under fire. Find space on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch? And
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Nicholson.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Burgess. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Nicholson. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
The Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. Fourth and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a first and goal situation because of good physical play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Snaps it in the shotgun. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Nicholson. Oh, he's got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
My bad, Chuck. I thought it was 21. It's 28. My bad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Set, ready. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking the shot. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come.
Alright, now that's some bullshit. I can't even mass sub out. Well,
to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the... Turning it on! They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He wants to change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Burgess. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.
GG's, man.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
He said I punted. I ain't punt. Yeah. Yeah, you was right, Patrick. You was watching, man. You was watching. Well, alright. Well, thanks for watching the stream. As I stated, I was relatively quiet the entire time in reconciliation. So, next stream, probably talk and look at some stuff. I hope I got my completions up because I tried to throw the ball a little bit more today. Only 18. That's still not great. Thanks, Patrick. You have a great day too, man. Oh, only 18. Damn. Yeah, I had to put it on him real quick, though. He just... Alright. Y'all be easy.